All right, mic check, mic check. Let me see if are we live, people? Hold on, mic check, mic check. See if we're live. Hold on. Yep, we're live. We are live. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Okay, sorry. Oh, it's been a minute. It has been way too stinking long. Where? Okay, we'll get there when we get there. We will get there when we get there. Okay, this. Okay, everything's just double checking. Okay, all right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another stream. We're gonna just jump into it. I guess it's kind of been a while since we've done one of these. Just kind of nightly recap of what's going on in the sports world, and so I thought I'd just hop on here real quick, chat a little bit, give my thoughts and my takeaways from tonight's Monday Night Football action. Maybe a little bit of just kind of touch up again, and give my thoughts and my reactions to this week of college football and everything that happened this past week with big wins, upsets, coach firings, and then maybe a little bit later today too, we will talk about probably a little bit of hockey, jump into some hockey, and then look at memes if you guys want to look at memes too. So glad you guys are here. Sorry, I'm a little rusty. It has been a minute, but let's just jump into it. Why not? One thing, biggest thing that I want to talk about tonight probably is the Mariners. After not having home field advantage, they have taken a 2-0 series lead over Toronto. That is not something that I saw happening. I'll be honest right now up front too, as we cover the series and we continue to cover the series, how it goes. My personal, I would have loved to see a Yankees-Phillies World Series. That was personally like, if here we go. I want to see, this is who I want to see. I want to see the Phillies win. And then with just how it played out, like just seeding-wise, there's parts of me that think, okay, either the winner of the series between the Red Sox or the Yankees we're going to go. But that's not the case anymore. And so right now with how the playoff has played out and who's in the NLCS, who's in the ALCS, and all that being said, I think I'm leaning towards a Dodgers-Mariners. And I know a lot of people feel the same way too. And considering that the Mariners are up 2-0 now, and the Dodgers snuck out a gutsy, what was it, 2-1 victory against Milwaukee, that might happen. But again, games still have to play themselves out. And if this isn't what the final ends up being, and the Fall Classic's two other teams, and I totally jinxed your team, Whoops, my bad. But so that's my thoughts and my reactions to what happened tonight with some of the MLB action. Like if you want to take a look, let's go over here. Let's do. Here we are. Let's look over here. Okay, we got, as you guys can see. Oh, this is the NHL. Let's go to the MLB. Again, Mariners beat up on. Like I don't know how. I'll be honest. I don't know how the Blue Jays get back into this series, with just kind of how we're sitting right now, with where the series is. The Mariners, what they have done is exactly what the Blue Jays did to the Yankees. I mean, if you just look back at the other series, was it also Game 1 or Game 2 where the Blue Jays scored 10 runs? And so now this, Mariners sitting pretty good after taking a 2-0 series lead, headed back to Seattle, and especially with the outing that they had tonight, 10 runs. Toronto only had 3. I think another thing too that maybe we're realizing, and maybe this is a huge overreaction and I'm not reading this correctly, the Blue Jays bats have gotten cold at the worst time, kind of like how it is with the Phillies. It seems like just about every single year where big names, Schwarber, Harper, Stott, like they're not showing up, and maybe that's what's going on with the Blue Jays, because I missed the majority of this game. I think the one time that I checked into the game was when it was 6-0, somewhere around the 5th inning, 6th inning. So I don't truthfully know how the game panned out the way that it did. But the Dodgers Brewers game, I did tune in for the final out, when they couldn't get the final out. They had 2 outs, ended up loading the bases. Manager had to go to the bullpen to close out the game, and it had all the makings. Everything was lining up where, okay, we're gonna get a walk-off hit here because bases were loaded. All you needed to do was get a single, but last pitch high, and he swung at it. Dodgers end up taking a 1-0 series lead. I think though, after this game, I do still think that this series can go the distance. And I do think, considering who the Brewers are this season, look how many wins they got. They got 97 wins. I think they'll figure out a way to string some wins together. Now, do I think that they will get to 7 games? Maybe. It is a stretch. I could see, like, if I were to make a prediction right now, I think the ALCS could get to at least. Momentum is a huge thing. I don't see the Mariners sweeping the Blue Jays. I could think at most it could get to 6 games, but then the Mariners would win it at home, and this would have to be the Blue Jays winning Game 3, obviously, or hell, Mariners sneak out Game 3. They take a 3-0 lead, but then the Blue Jays fight off elimination, have a 3-1 lead, and then they go back home for Game 5, win another one to force a Game 6, and then that's ultimately when the Mariners put them away. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not. But I could see the Mariners-Blue Jays game going at least 5, but if it's stretching out, probably 6. And then the Dodgers-Brewers, there's no way that this doesn't go 6, because LA sneaks one out in Game 1. I have a feeling the Brewers are just going to come back and sneak Game 2, and with that momentum, they could go sneak Game 3, and then we kind of have like a 1-2-2-1-1 kind of series, or 1-2-3, where Dodgers take Game 1, Brewers take Game 2 and Game 3, and with a 2-1 lead and stuff, Dodgers rattle off 3 wins in a row. But again, who knows? Who knows? I don't know. It could both. It's way too soon to tell. Both of these series, like I still think it's up in the air, even though right now Seattle and LA, they have all the momentum. It's still anybody's for grabs. All right, let's hop over now to the NHL. Some games. I will admit I caught the ending, caught the shootout between the Wild and the Kings. I really thought the King. I mean, considering, look, it's 3-0, and then they just storm back here in the third period, and then we go to shootout because we can't get anything in overtime. It just had the makings of here we go Kings, because I mean Kings have had a tough start to the season. I mean they didn't have an easy start to the season. I mean they had to play the Avalanche, the Golden Knights, and the Jets. These are 3 playoff teams to start the season. 4, I forgot the Wild were, yeah, because the Wild played the Golden Knights. So that's 4 teams to start the season. 4 previously mentioned playoff teams. What other, I mean, let's look at the Golden Knights schedule, for example. Did the Golden Knights start out with playing 4 playoff teams? No, they played 1. Sharks and Kraken didn't go to the playoffs. Flames didn't go to the playoffs. Or let's look at, I mean, the Avalanche. Look who the Avalanche have. Sabres and the Mammoth, they didn't go to the playoffs. So, I mean, you gotta, I know, huge overreaction. Don't want to overact too much. All right, let's get back to it though. But the Red Wings and the Maple Leafs, this is their 3rd matchup to start the season. As you guys can see, they had a home and home. No, sorry, this is 2nd matchup. Third, well, okay, yeah. The reason why I said 3 is I forgot. Yeah, this was a preseason game. Caught a little bit of this game and saw a little bit of it, but yeah, okay. But 3rd matchup in the last handful of days. I thought, after the Red Wings won one on their home ice, I thought, maybe Maple Leafs could come back, try to win this one. That was not the case. Avalanche continue to remain undefeated with only 1 overtime loss. Sabres still looking for a win. They lose 3-1. Lightning as well with the Bruins too, and the Kings. They interesting start to just schedule making. They dropped an easy one, I believe, against the Canadiens and who else? Nope, Devils and Senators. I'm thinking of the Red Wings. The Red Wings played the Canadiens at the beginning of the season. But 2 very winnable games against Jersey and Ottawa. You lose both of them at home, and then now you got to go to Madison. No, not Madison Square Garden. The TD Garden. Play the Bruins. They end up winning this thing 4-3. Fred Sens, yeah. Okay. I had a feeling that this would happen to the Panthers against the Flyers. I saw this one where Panthers, you look at the laundry list of injuries that they have. I mean, they're still going to win 40-plus games this season, but some of these away games, like whether they're playing the Flyers or, I mean, let's just look ahead with their schedule and who they got coming up. Look at some of these games. I could see Philadelphia being a loss, Detroit a loss, New Jersey maybe a loss, but maybe tough win. Where I mean, if you have a healthy Tkachuk, you have a healthy because I think Ekblad was also out. One of their D-men was out. Tkachuk's out. Barkov's out. 3 key pieces to their roster gone. It's yeah, what seems like an easy win against Buffalo might not be. Considering too, if Buffalo up until this point still hasn't won a game, because right now they're 0-3, and there are still teams looking for a win. Not the NFL. Whoops, we'll get there. We will get there. Yeah. Buffalo, they're still looking for a win. The Islanders are looking for a win. Who else? Ooh, San Jose. Well, yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense that San Jose is still looking for a win. Anyways, all right, back to it. Let's finish up here. Okay, but then the Devils beat the Blue Jackets, Blues beat the Canucks, Kings lose to the Wild in a shootout, and then the Blackhawks beat the Utah Mammoth Coyotes. No, I'm teasing. But yeah, so out of all the games today, this is the one I watched a little bit. Um, there's just so much action going on. And speaking of action, the other action that I was watching was the NFL. So that's why I missed some of the games. Some of the big key things that we saw happen tonight in the NFL for Monday Night Football is we had another doubleheader. And in tonight's doubleheader, it was we got the Bills versus the Falcons. That was the first game. And then the later game tonight was the Washington against Chicago. Gosh, I don't know why. Like, there's so many games, and I'm trying to like articulate this first stream coming back, trying to articulate all of it and sound smooth. But I think the really big thing is Falcons can win primetime. Look at like they beat the Vikings a couple weeks ago for Sunday Night Football in primetime, and then the Bears. Everybody's written off the Bears, but like even if the Bears might lose, they'll still find ways to win in primetime games. This is I believe they're 1-1 now in primetime games because they had that win and they snatched defeat from the claws of victory against the Vikings, which is why there's a lot of hype behind McCarthy and the Vikings to start the season. But then they bounce back and they beat Washington, and oh boy, not the typical kind of win that you would see or what would happen, because right after Zach Ertz had that touchdown, you kind of had the feeling of, okay, they're not going to win this just because of where momentum was sitting. I mean, you look at let me pull it up here real quick. You pull up here we go. Where is it? There's the little fun graph. Okay. Like, look at this. Like, right after the touchdown. No. Where's the touchdown? 22. No. Somewhere around here. It has to be. Anyway. But somewhere around here, like, this is when Zach Ertz caught the touchdown, and then Washington went up 24 to. They're up by 2 scores. But then, yeah. No. Oh my gosh, why am I blinking? Who had the breakaway touchdown? It was Swift, yeah. 55-yarder. Okay, yeah. Okay, it might not look like I watched the game. I swear I watched the game. I'm not just pretending here, looking at, oh yeah, I remember. No, like, Ertz caught the touchdown, and then, because there was a couple missed tackles on the Swift touchdown from Caleb Williams, because it was just one of those quick kind of pick plays, and more with, because the other thing too, more proof that I watched the game is Roma Dunze. Like, freaking Caleb Williams just hucks it 70 yards down the field, trying to force it into a spot. No pass interference call, which, I mean, it happens, but then later on in that drive, that's when Swift broke off the edge, went for a touchdown, and it was 22-24. And then, here we go. There's very much time left in the game. We have Washington. Each team's probably going to get about one more possession in the game, because Washington's not going to milk. Washington's not going to milk the final 10 minutes of the game. But we have that fumble, the crucial fumble, and that's what everybody's going to talk about, is because the rain conditions did get a little more there at the very end of the game. Wasn't a clean exchange. The Bears defense was able to jump on it, and then they had 3 minutes left in the game, and they went on a game-winning drive. Jake Moody, after being cut by the 49ers, said, hey, remember me, kicked the game-winning field goal. He went 3 for 4, and I found a couple memes online where people are still calling him garbage because he missed tonight, but like, hey, the only kick that matters is the game-winning kick, because now, instead of sitting at 3-3 like how Washington is, the Bears are sitting at 3-2 with a good chance of continuing to win and get at least 3 more wins, maybe even 4, depending. Like, because let's pull up their schedule here. So they've won 3 in a row after starting 0-2, because, yeah, it makes sense you lose to the Lions. But then after everybody thinks, hey, Cowboys are going to, Cowboys just, you dog walk the Cowboys, because I will admit, it didn't, considering how they lost these 2 games and the game that the Cowboys were coming off of, anyways, I digress. But here we go. They have 3 straight wins. Caleb was talking about it in the post-game interview, starting 0-2, and then getting to 2-2, then 3-2. They can win this one against the Saints. You can't convince me otherwise that they can't win this one against the Saints. The Bears are a better team. With how banged up and injured the Ravens are, they can sneak this win. Now, if we're under different circumstances, because again, in 2 weeks, Lamar might be ready to go. So I wouldn't overreact too much. If Lamar's back, okay, no, the Ravens will definitely win this game. But if Lamar's still out and all the other injuries that are, what's the word I'm looking for? It starts with a, what is that word I'm looking for? It's not like hurting. Ailing? Is that the word I'm looking for? Like ailing the Ravens defense and hurting the Ravens defense. And all those injuries. Look at what the Rams did and look at what the Texans did. So why would I not be surprised if the Bears can do the same thing to the Ravens? So then you win. Okay. You now at 5 wins in a row, which in the history of the Bears, have they ever done that? Then you get to 6 wins in a row against the Bengals, because Joe Burrow's still not back. And we've seen the offensive production out of the Bengals, and we know their defense already. And then against the Giants, after having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game win streak, can you get that 7th and beat the Giants? I don't know, because everybody thinks the Giants are going to the Super Bowl now. And everybody's loving Scattaboo and Jackson Dart, which, go figure. Like, who is someone that predicted Scattaboo would be a dog and a beast? Me. Seriously, go look up the videos. ASU fans know all too well of how good this dude is. But it's the Bears, though. It's the Bears. They will find a way. Just because it is football and the way football is, I wouldn't be surprised either if, you win 3 in a row. You have all this momentum. You're up there competing with the top of the North with the Lions. And then after winning 3 in a row, you go lose. you go lose at home to the Saints. That'd be a Bears thing to do. That would really be a Bears thing to do. Okay, what else? So yeah, there's that. That was the Bears-Washington game, and that's everything that had transpired that game. From the Bills one, the Bills and the Falcons one, I missed the majority of that game, I will admit. And so the only thing I really know is just turnovers and how the turnovers were a problem. I do know that Bijan had a touchdown. Who? Let me go look it up. Let's look it up. Someone else had a really big touchdown. Oh, yeah, it was, no. Aguilar. Yes, that's who it was. Okay. I knew it was a running back. Okay. But then Ray Davis, Dawson Knox. Okay, a little bit reliable. I'm concerned with how Keon Coleman or Shakir, where's... But you look to 2 interceptions. Like that. Oh, this too. Wait, what the? How many yards? How many yards tonight? 87. Okay. Because I saw I know I wasn't tripping. Everybody else saw it, where it just says receptions. Doesn't give Palmer's yards, and carries doesn't give. Oh well. And another thing too. This. Oh my gosh, I am so stupid. The number's right there. Help me. Okay, but yeah, the big thing, 2 interceptions, and the crucial critical one there at the very end of the game, too, because right after the Bills had that turnover, where's the little graph here? Okay. There was a turnover towards the beginning. Yeah, when Buffalo got the turnover on down somewhere around here at the beginning of the fourth quarter, there was a feeling of, okay, Bills, here we go. 10 points, it's not impossible. They did it against the Ravens, but in that drive, I think they went 3 and out, but then they got the ball again with 5 minutes left to go, and then in that drive, that's when Josh Allen had the tipped pass, and it was intercepted, and all Atlanta had to do was kneel out the clock and win. Oh, total yards too. I'm looking at this: 443 to 291. First downs 22 to 17. Third down convert. Well, both teams weren't too good at third down conversions because Bills were 2 for 9. Yeah, here, let me show you what I'm looking at here. Bills went 2 for 9. Falcons went 5 for 12. Both of them fluked on fourth down. Time of possession was pretty equal. So it was the straw that broke the camel's back was the turnovers from Josh Allen. Okay, no, that makes sense because I didn't watch the game thoroughly. Okay, is that everything? Okay, we covered NFL, covered hockey. Let's look at the standings now. This just doesn't feel right. This does not feel right. New England at the top. Let's go conference. Yeah. What the hell? What year is this? Where the Colts? Okay, where are the Colts gonna lose? I knew it. I freaking knew it. I knew they were a sham. No, I even remember in my prediction video for the Colts this year. I think I had them going 3-14. Like I had them winning like 3 or 4 games, and that is it. Because I was like, no, yes, no. Yeah, I think I went loss, win, loss, potential win, loss. I had them splitting with the Titans 1-1, loss, potential win, loss, potential win. Like, it's a weird end of the year kind of win. Potential win, splitting 1-1 with the Jags, and then loss. So yeah, 4 or 5 wins max. But then now where they're sitting at 5-1, it's like, holy shit. Okay. But again, it's still very early in the year, and multiple teams have started with this kind of record and have fallen off. I mean, look at I know we're crossing platforms here, but like look at Pitt, and there's context to everything, but like Pitt last year or 2 years ago, they started like 7-0 and then lost their final 5 games. The Vikings have started 5-0 and then proceeded to lose and miss the playoffs. The Jaguars have started out hot and proceeded to lose and miss the playoffs. I'm trying to think. And then like on the flip side too, because we give a lot of praise to Joe Burrow, like, and that it didn't in the Super Bowl year, the year that the Bengals went to the Super Bowl, didn't they start like 1-4 or something, and then turn it around, and then the second year when they went to the AFC Championship but lost, didn't they start like 3-6 that year, but then turn it around? So the commenters talk about it, everybody. I don't personally believe it, but like people are like, real football doesn't start till November. Okay, so when there's only 4 or 5 weeks left, that's when the real football matters. Not the, 10 weeks before that sets up teams to, okay, this is why the Eagles are home favorites, or this is why Baltimore is home favorite. Because if you look 2 years ago when Baltimore had the number one seed, it's like those final 4 games didn't. You see what I mean? It's like they got the one seed because they kicked everybody's ass all year. Like, I went to the Cardinal game. I know how freaking good that team was. And I doubt everybody there was like, okay, look how many games we won here in September and October. Guys, let's just take a break now because now we know. We'll take it easy for a little bit. But, once Thanksgiving's over, whatever. Okay, let's keep looking here. So we got the Colts. Treasure Patriots Bills. Yeah, I'm rambling. Sorry, I am stinking rambling. And then Tampa, Green Bay. Now, why is Green? Oh, because of the tie. Excuse me. Ooh, even in a loss, the 49ers are still good. Now there's way too many. There's so many injuries on the 49ers, so I don't know about the 49ers. The 49ers this year are last year's Detroit Lions. What else? What else do we got here? Yikes. They're going to get a win. Guaranteed they're going to get a win. And you want to know where I think their win's going to be? Boom, boom, or boom. There's no way. Or watch. 0-7, 0-8, 0-9. And instead of going 0-10, they go to the Patriots and they beat them. I could see it. I really could. You can't. Like, I know the Jets have struggled, and I know that the Jets are where the Jets are at. But very winnable game. Do we remember how this game ended? Like, they had a blocked field goal, touchdown. So, again, very winnable game. Very winnable game. No and no. These two games were both very ugly, but out of the 6 games that they've lost, 3 of them could be sitting at 3-3. If missed field goal, Bucks don't get a last second drive going, or if Aaron Rodgers doesn't turn back the clock a little, because no, you weren't going to beat the Bills, and it shows 30-10, and then. Yeah, the -10, was it? -10 pass yards from Justin Fields against the Broncos. Also a very rough game. So they're going to win one of these. Do I know which one? No. Or, okay, they go 0-10. Lamar's back. Some of the guys who are missing on the defense, they're back. Boom, this is where they get them. Because I don't... If I'm just trying to be brutally honest, try to play, give them a little bit of benefit of the doubt, but also be brutally honest. 1, 2, 3. Maybe the Dolphins won. Maybe the Dolphins won because it is at home. They have 3 more potential games they could win. Like, they're not going to beat the Falcons, considering, Falcons just whooped up on the Bills. And we've seen the Falcons be really good. And then we've also seen the Falcons be dog shit and, lose to the Panthers. But, yeah, I don't know. Dude, you could never freaking... Yeah, the Falcons, I'm not crazy. The Falcons lost 30-0. Yep, right here. See, I know I'm not, yeah. What is this? How the hell does this happen? But then you turn around and just magically beat. Oh, you guys can't see the score. Whoops, I cropped it. But what the hell is this? That feels weird, man. Okay, what else? Okay, I think we're all done. Covered MLB, Still in preseason NBA, so we don't need to worry about that too much. College football, I did already give some big AP poll is out. I've already given my reaction to it. Um, the oh, that's I guess what I could talk about. Some of the bigger games. I mean, Oklahoma laid an egg, which I don't know. Indiana beating Oregon. I think up to this point and to the date, this is the biggest win. And I know we were saying the same thing about Oregon when they beat Penn State, but to that point, that was also the biggest win of the year. And the reason why is the Oregon this loss is going to mean a lot more than their win against Penn State if Penn State goes 6-6 versus Indiana, who could potentially run the table. Because you look at who they have: Michigan State, UCLA, Maryland, Penn State, Wisconsin, and Purdue. Tell me where a loss is here realistically. Because I don't think they're not losing to Michigan State, and they're not losing to UCLA at home. Hell no, no way. Maryland could be a trap game. I could see them losing to Maryland. Penn State with backs against the wall. I do see Penn State playing upset. Because what if to this point Penn State is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Week 10, 4-6, 5-5, and that's if like roller coaster, like Penn State doesn't figure it out, and they're like 4-6, 5-5. Their season's just imploded on itself. Upset. This has upset written all over it, where they got nothing to lose, backs against the wall, they're the underdog. They win in a 16-13 game, double overtime. Or this could also be could also be Mendoza's "Hey, give me the Heisman" game too. Because I mean, touchdown here, touchdown or two here, touchdown or two here, one touchdown here, 2 or 3 touchdowns here. This could be a curtain call, like give me the Heisman kind of game. Because Mateer, you look at Mateer, and the only reason why I bring up Mateer is because Mateer was in the hot seat there for winning the Heisman, and then he showed his true colors and lost. Where is it? But like right now, you after these 2 wins, you're in the driver's seat for the Heisman. You have lost all of it. But if he can, oh my hell, holy shit, I did not even realize that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like Florida. Look at this gauntlet that they have to go through. Look at this freaking You guys are seeing this, right? Like, I'm not the only one that's seeing things, right? You guys see what I see? 5 ranked games, and 2 of them are on the. Okay, okay. Mateer might be booty, because there's no. I can see them beating South Carolina, and I can see them beating Ole Miss. Like I really can see that. But going to Tennessee, I can't see it. I really can't. Now, okay. Let's silence the haters in me. Let's look at the benefit. Okay, if we're trying to make that case for who's going to the SEC championship, who's winning the Heisman, dude, what if it comes down to this game right here, number 10 against number 14? I think they'll be a little bit higher ranked to that point, but it's like, look at this. It's like, okay, better QB probably wins the Heisman. Now with these kind of stats, no, like you don't give the Heisman to someone who's thrown 5 interceptions or 6. No, you don't do that. But if they turn it around, I could see that being a really big. Because didn't for me, in my own personal opinion, I mean, when Bo Nix and Michael Penix played each other in the not Big Ten, the fighting words, the Pac-12 championship. I mean, I really do think, okay, winner of this, will probably make a bigger case in winning the Heisman. It ended up going to Jaden Daniels, but that could be the matchup we got. Which, oh boy, looking forward to that. Hopefully, it's more Tua versus Joe Burrow rather than whatever this Mateer versus Arch Manning was, because I really thought it would have been a Red River shootout, but boy was I wrong. I really delusional. I'm a delusional Oklahoma fan. I really am a delusional Oklahoma fan. I thought it could have been 30 plus to 30 plus, like 35, 38, 42, 48 kind of game, because it's like, okay, Arch Manning's going to figure it out. John Mateer's going to figure it out. Both offenses are going to figure it out. Defense is going to let everybody fly by. Touchdowns galore. Okay, no, that's this week. Yeah, Bama beat Missouri. Georgia beat Auburn. I know a lot of people. I'll make a video on that. I do need to make a video on that. I know a lot of people are talking about Kirby Smart and did he call a timeout? Did he not? Was Arnold in, or did it get punched out at the goal line? Should it have been a touchdown? Should it have not? There's a lot of discourse on it. A lot of discourse. I'm so thirsty. I need another drink. Hold on. I've been freaking talking a lot, so I need a drink. My bad. All right. Anything else? Trying to see where. Yeah, we talked about James Franklin getting fired. I think writing was on the wall, and I don't mean that disrespectfully. I think for Franklin, his record against top 10 teams, I think, is ultimately what fired him. Because I think it's going to be. I mean, we know college football, and we've seen this in college football, where to be the best, you have to beat the best. The teams that have not beat, which I'm surprised that Michigan held on to John Harbaugh for so long, considering how many games and his record against Ohio State. Like, everybody gives so much credit to John Harbaugh, which is what it is. Like, I think it's kind of funny, but, like, if you look at Harbaugh's record against Ohio State, it's about as bad as Ryan Day's is to Michigan right now, where Harbaugh only beat three times, because I was like 2023. No, 2023 was the year they won the 2023, like fall of 2023, to roll over into 2024. Because they won three times in a row, and up until that point, didn't they lose to Urban Meyer 7 straight? So, like, I don't remember. Well, now I can remember, but like before that, I don't remember the last time Michigan did beat Ohio State. But that's just me. Okay, as we can see though, but yeah, like we know this. Like, if as a coach, considering the legacy and the history of these big programs like USC, Texas, Nebraska, Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, Bama, LSU, Notre Dame. Like, if these coaches don't win the big games that they need to, they're not going to have a job for long. And by long, I mean if we run into a situation like this, then it will be easier. Like, I'll put Hugh Freeze, for example, or Kirby Smart. You know, no. Let's use Kirby Smart, for example. Like, Kirby Smart, if you look at his record, or Ryan Day's, where they might have that Achilles heel where Kirby Smart, he can't beat Alabama. Look at his record; he's 1-8 against Alabama. And look at Ryan Day's record; he's 1-4, against Michigan. Okay, there might be that Achilles heel, but other top 10 teams, other top 5 teams, they find a way to win. And that was the difference between those coaches and national championships too, because they did win national championships. But that's the difference between those kind of coaches and Coach Franklin. So I still think he's a good coach. Like, do not kid yourself. He's probably going to he's going to be at another big school any day now. We're probably not going to hear about it until the season is over. I will say that. Like, if I were to make a prediction, that's what my prediction would be. Like, I could see where, oh gosh, I can see it now, and I'm not trying to jinx it, but like, right now, everybody's been calling for Billy Napier to get fired. And like, hell, they've been calling for Billy Napier to get fired for the last, after they lost to Miami last year, with Cam Ward. So they've been calling for him to get fired, and after the 6-6 season that they're gonna have, and probably a bowl game loss, because you're gonna have a lot of starters who want to go to the draft, probably sit out. So you go 6-6, you lose your bowl game. I think that's when they're going to probably fire him. And then, hell, James Franklin goes there. There's my prediction. Okay, happy. There we go. Here all week. Okay, what else? Okay, let's look at these NHL standings real quick. Okay, Florida, Boston, Montreal, Detroit, Toronto. Not too shocked, not too surprised with kind of how things are playing out. Seattle. Well, it's early. I mean, hell, last year wasn't after like the first week and a half or something, wasn't Utah like one of the best teams in the West? So, also, I did hear too that some of the players want to go back to the original 1-8 format and not the format that they have now, where the one here plays the wild card, one here plays the wild card, and then we go boom, 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 boom. I heard that they want to change that, which I'd be down. Like, I think it'd be a little bit more fun, and fun in quotations, to see like I have to mentally do the, like, I think a Carolina against New Jersey, I think this series would be a lot more entertaining than a Carolina-Montreal series. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Should we look at some memes, people? Should we end the stream, look at some memes? I thank you guys for hanging out with me. We've gained 3 subscribers this stream, so thanks, guys. This has been really fun. Alright, let's go over here. And again, I'm still trying to first stream back in a while, like still a little rusty on all the extra moving parts. Wait. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Bingo! There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, let's look at let's end the night. Let's end the night right. Let's look at some memes. Okay. I did see this. Bills, Dolphins, and Jets seeing the Patriots back on top of the AFC East. Hey, yeah, enjoy it now, because it's not lasting. Everybody's already crowned. Everybody's already crowned Drake May. I don't. It's not happening. And just like that, it's 2007. Yeah, I did see that meme. A team that lost 30-0 to the Carolina Band. What? See, I even joked about this. Yes. Freaking Carolina Panthers. Freaking belt to ass to the Falcons, and then the Falcons turn around and go, hey, you know what? Pulling one out for the boys. Rick. I have to fix my friggin' headphones. Hurting my ears. Oh, I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now who the top 3 teams are. It's the Bucks. Mayhaps the Lions. Maybe the no, you can't say the Lions considering they just lost. Hold on. Okay. All right, you want to know who the top 3 teams are in the league? Can't say the Steelers. Can't say the Steelers. No, there's not a quality. I use quality loosely because okay, no, you could make an argument that the Steelers are one of the top 3 because if we're crowning the Patriots, they beat the Patriots. So, yeah. Tampa. Tampa. LA. No, because the Chargers lost to Washington and the Giants, and then the Chargers lost to Washington, and Washington just lost to the Bears. So no, it's not the Chargers. Son of a. I'd say Tampa, Buffalo, and the Chiefs. No. Chiefs are 3-3. They're not the best. Tampa. It's not Green Bay. Hell no. I mean, I love my Packers. If you can't tell from the little shrine I got here. I mean, we lost to the Browns. No. It's not the 49ers. It's not the damn, yeah, who okay. All right. I know who the 3 best teams are. It's Tampa. Yep, okay. Yep. 3 best teams, okay. 3 best teams are the Rams, Tampa, and the Bills. Even though the Bills lost. I know the Bills lost. But those are the 3 best teams. Because everybody's sleeping on the Rams. The Rams are really good. realizing the Chiefs are going to have a cakewalk. Ain't that the truth? Me when I found the guy who thought having 2 Monday Night Football games at once was a good idea. Yeah, what the hell is up with? Sorry, I got some flyaways freaking scratching my nose. But it's what was going on with the baseball game. Is you get off work and freaking we're in the 4th inning. What the hell is this? So oh, that's no. Josh Allen when he doesn't have James Cook. Don't disrespect my boy like that. Bro thinks he's Patrick Mahomes. The hell was that? The hell kind of pass was this in the 4th quarter? Is that one of his stupid ass? What? Dude, Josh, who taught you that, dude? No. Oh. You know what's so stupid though? It's freaking Mahomes would do that shit and it would work. No, you'll never be able to guess which one of these was really catching. I guess I'll keep guessing.
Good effort by Elijah Moore.
I have no clue. Bijan Robinson now leads the league in total yards. He missed week 5. This is such a cool shot. Yeah. So stupid. So stupid. They should not have lost that freaking game. Jake Moody kick beats Deebo Samuel's team, and you expect me to believe this league isn't scripted.
The bid high kick is.
Oh yeah, because yes, I remember. Yeah, the stupid. Yeah, the sideline altercation still costing Deebo. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Oh, and even the announcer was asking, how do you feel about, like, you know, you get cut from the 49ers, and what's your thoughts on getting cut from the 49ers? And he was pretty professional about it instead of being like, fuck the 49ers. Congratulations to Mitchell Trubisky. Yeah, good job, Mitch. Holy shit. Chad, are we cooking something here?
Never count on y'all, always.
First time watching this second hour. Wait, really? They've lost. Hold on. Bears. Could the yes, the Bears. Yes, the Bears could have lost to the Raiders. Yes, that was Where's the game summary of this game? Wasn't there a yeah, didn't the Raiders like miss a field goal in that game? I don't remember. Eagles lose, Cowboys lose, Commanders lose. Meanwhile, the Giants. Hey, everybody loves you now, dude. Here's the thing, though. We love them now, dude. Everybody's gonna hate them in like 4 or 5 weeks when they only win like one more game. Because you look at the games that they still have ahead of them, it's not easy. Whereas, okay, here's who the Giants still have. Mind you, with all respect, okay, let's, hold our horses here for a little bit, because the Giants are still 2-4. Okay, they might be 2-0 with no, never mind. Sorry. They're 2-1. They did lose to the Saints. So yeah, the Giants are still 2-4. They've also lost to the Saints. So let's, pump the brakes, because look at who they got coming up. Broncos, Eagles, 49ers, and these, brand new Bears who are dominating. So 1, 2. It's too soon to tell. I don't know if they can beat the Broncos. I don't know. Considering that the Falcons beat the Bills tonight, hell, yeah, sure. That'll be my prediction. Giants by 50. There's holes to run through, then there's massive holes to run through. And then there's the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, this dude. Never knew this guy's name till this week. The referee really... Hello, can you read? The referee really threw a flag as soon as Travis Kelce's put up his hands and asked for a penalty. Well, let's take a little look-see, shall we?
I hope the world can see.
Come on, play it again. From the top.
Now, what's really going on out here? Because it's getting ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Yes, man. This is ridiculous, man.
I thought this was funny as hell. Orchestrators. Yup, that's me. I wonder what was said. I do kind of wonder what Juju was saying for Branch to come up and smack him. Yeah, the Chiefs are back. Play 1, Kelce ball hits the ground. Play 2, Kelce holds the Lions player directly trying to make a tackle. Play 3, Mahomes runs right past the Lions player. The Chiefs had 0 penalties this game. Kelce holds the Lions player. Okay, let's find the Lions player. Hold on. So Kelce ball hits the ground. Okay. Okay, hold on, wait. We're looking. Kelce holds the Lions player directly trying to make it there. Okay, so I'm gonna guess it's. You can see the hand. Oh, okay, yeah. Yup. Okay, here we go. Mahomes runs right past the Lions player being strip searched. I'm gonna guess this. That was clean. That last one was a stretch. NFL coaches are now combined 2-12 on the season when wearing capris. Oh, okay. Dude, I love how there's just goofy ass stats like this. Also, y'all think that Coach McDaniel's gonna get fired? Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's calling for him to get fired. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Who's getting fired first, Bull? See, I don't think either of them are going to get fired, though. All things considered, Kevin Stefanski is not that bad of a coach, considering what he's dealing with. The dude had, at one point, 6 quarterbacks on his roster, and he's managed to try to put the best quarterback out there. And, like, he had to deal with, drafting 2 quarterbacks, cutting Pickett, trading Zappy back, because I think Zappy was there, then he left. Trading away Dorian Thompson-Robinson as well. And then just recently getting rid of Joe Flacco, who was the QB that helped him get to the playoffs a handful of years back. So I think it's doing fine. And then McDaniel. I don't think McDaniel's getting fired. No. He might not be the best. And like the Dolphins, suck right now because they're 1-5. But the second McDaniel gets fired, if he does, from Miami, I would not be surprised if he's picked up by the Eagles, or if he goes and finds a OC job somewhere. And then magically we're wondering, whoa, what the hell? How did the Lions get so good again? How'd the Bucks, or how'd the what's another? I would say the Eagles. I would use the Eagles and the Lions, considering that their turnover and how one year their offense is really good and then their offense is really bad because they keep losing coordinators. But it's like, oh my gosh, how the hell did Jalen Hurts throw for 25 touchdowns this season? Well, it's because McDaniel was his OC and forced him to throw the ball. The Big Man Camille. 12-19. Cannot throw ball. Zero vision. Makes people happy. Tua Tagovailoa. $212 million? Shut up. No. Did Miami really pay? Miami got fleeced. Cannot throw the ball. Has zero vision. Makes people mad. There is no way Miami's paying Tua $212 million. That's not. It's not real. That's not real. Yeah, got his ass whooped. Brian Branch altercation with Juju Smith-Schuster was set off by Juju laying him out with an illegal blindside block and stepping over him late in the game. So fourth quarter, 3:26 game. Yeah, I was kind of out of reach at this point.
In the second quarter, Kareem Hunt again.
Okay. Well, I did see a little bit of trippiness back and forth. Let's watch one more time. It's football, though. It's football. Smack. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Dude, I freaking love Kelsey. Hold on. You know Kelsey is washed because he saw a fight break out in front of him and just said, oh yeah. Oh yeah. If this fight happened back in 2021, Kelsey's in the pile. Oh yeah. This is probably one of the most accurate takes here. Sunday night, Chiefs-Lions game features 0 penalties, 0 turnovers, and only 1 punt. The cleanest game of football you've seen since 1972. Yeah, my ass. I will say, the ball doesn't rotate, though. Like, I'm not trying to sound like a Chiefs homer here. Okay. Because look, okay. The ball... Because you know how it was going on, it happened to Jesse James, it happened to Dez, and everybody, like, there's the what is a catch? Because by rule, is it because, and again, I'll have to double clarify, which is probably why people are calling for this. Don't you have to have your hands under the football? And that's what determines a catch? Because, yeah, sometimes, typically, 9 out of 10 times when we do see a play like this, yeah, don't the hands like cross kind of like this, and that's what gets the football to like wiggle out and stuff, because they try to come down with it like this, but then their hands twist. But then when you look and you watch it, watch how still the ball stays, because that side of the ball is still that side. Like, it's not twisted up pointing over here. His arms aren't crossed. But the other thing too is how fast did they hurry up to the line? So I think, yeah, that's probably why people are complaining, because yeah, you have to have your hands under the, I don't know. To the naked eye, this looks like an incomplete pass, but if you look closely, the player using the ground to secure the football is wearing a Chiefs jersey, so it's fine. I think too, though, again, if they did not hurry to the line, it would have gotten called back. But watching it in real time, it was bang bang. The other thing too, again, not trying to sound like a Chiefs homer. So when that catch happens, look what the score is. It's 10-13. We just started the second half. So, anyways, moving on. It took 5 games to knock the rust off the refs.
Holmes looking for space to take off, and he takes a hit right around the 6-yard line. Against the Chargers in
25% of all missed. 25% of all missed extra points this season have come from Harrison Butker. report, drama broke out in the Baltimore Ravens locker room after head coach John Harbaugh caught multiple players booking their flights to game. Oh, that's funny. I think the Ravens can still make the playoffs, though. I really do. Like, they don't have only one player that I know of that the last time I double checked, only one player did have a season-ending injury. They're not like the 49ers who have two right now. Potentially, who the hell knows about Ayuk? I feel like Ayuk will be back, but like Warner's done and Bosa's done for the year. Like Brock Purdy will come back, George Kittle will come back. Like those injuries aren't for the rest of the season. The Baltimore Ravens are averaging 6.5 points per game without Lamar this season. This is the same offense he led to 37 points per game before his injury. Yeah, a lot of people. You know what I think Lamar is? Josh Allen and Lamar are kind of like the second coming of Aaron Rodgers on the Packers. Like, we have seen this stat before, and this same stat was said about Aaron Rodgers. You go look at Aaron Rodgers' time with the Packers. Obviously, it's a little different now because we've gotten a bigger, what's the word I'm trying to look for here? A bigger sample size. With Jordan Love now being the starting quarterback and stuff, and you know he's now on the Steelers and he was with the Jets for 2 seasons. But like the Packers without Aaron Rodgers, I believe one time, I'm pulling a number out of my ass, you can go fact check me. This isn't 100%, but I believe their points per game stuff dropped just like how this did. But I think in the 1-8? No. It was something. It was something like that because the games he missed in 2017 because of the injury, they lost all of them. I think he missed like 5 or 6 games that year. He missed a handful of games back in the 2021 season because of a turf toe, and then I'm trying to think. Did he miss any more time? You know what? Hell, why not? Let's look it up. Packers record. Yeah. From 2008 to 2020. 6-12-1. 2017 season without him, 3-6. And then the times that they missed, like when they played the Chiefs, they lost. When they played then Green Bay overall is 51-46-2 without him. But that's like all the way back in the day. I'm looking for his tenure. So yeah, this makes Mm-hmm. 6, 12, and 21. Yep. That makes sense. Loss. Win, but it's Cleveland and it's 2017. That's the year Cleveland didn't win a damn game. This is also Jameis Winston Bucks, I think, in 2017. Yeah, I think Deshaun Kaiser started this game, but this is when the Steelers were the number 1 seed. Like, this is when they were damn good. This is when they had the killer bees. I think this was Joe Flacco's last year. It's the Bears. We own the Bears. Okay, I gotta get out of here. All these pop-up ads, a tie, and yeah, so. Yeah, Lamar is a big key reason to why the Ravens are successful, and mark my words, he will be the reason they either win or lose a Super Bowl. Like, it's that simple, because we're seeing it right now. This whole team's identity has just kind of gone by the wayside. Say Flowers, Bateman, Henry. It's like, I guess I don't know.
Every time, especially in his own.
Yeah, no. Bro, if you wanted to win, you should have made that decision back in March. No, this is...
Along those lines.
Yeah, especially. Lose the same.
Yeah. Dude, remember how we were in talks for, they were in talks, the, Eagles. Eagles were in talks to go get him. Jalen Rams are really pointed at Shadur Sanders and told him that he should be in the game after sacking Dylan Gabriel. Yeah, hello. Yeah. 3rd, 5th, 6th, 7th, backup. I loved the meme too that showed the depth chart of the combined injured players on San Fran and the Buccaneers. Like, if Ibuka, Godwin, Mike Evans, Bucky Irving, like, yeah, they were missing a lot of his guys. George Pickens, Jerry Jones country. Yeah, it is. Always gotta be divas, man. The receivers. Be week 6 in, watching, no clue who's the best team. I think it's the Bucks. I think it's the Bucks, because okay, let's not kid ourselves. It's the Chiefs. A good game. This was the most by the Lions. Yeah. Oh yeah. Whoa. Hey. Chiefs. Yes. I forgot about Tart. This is forever ago. Yeah. 50 people yelling out what you can make out Patrick's voice. Clear as day. Okay, let's listen. This comment. NFL is pretty even nowadays, it feels like. Have you... No. Cowboys suck. Yes, they do. Random fan in the crowd.
What's a throw? Sharp Smith on the edge.
Stupid.
Against the Chargers in Brazil. This 2 games, he's coming. 3rd game back as we win against the Chargers in Brazil. This 2.
Oh, his tongue. See how there's a weird... This is real, but the tongue thing could be AI. I hate to be that. And what QB does that? Does he really say what QB does that? Oh, I don't know. Baker frickin' Mayfield on 3rd and 14.
Shepard out there, his old college teammate. But he's not going to have a chance. Oh, yes, he is. He fights.
The quarterback the Cleveland Browns wanted versus the one they didn't. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. You know what? And I'll even admit too, it looks way late and it looks like I'm jumping on the bandwagon late. I really think Baker would have been successful on the Panthers too. I really do. Like Baker, CMC, like who else was there? DJ Moore, because Moore was still there before he left. Like the 2022 Panthers squad, like they had some dudes, just they didn't win anything, and then they got rid of Baker. Baker went to LA, and the rest was history, dude. The 2 best records in the NFL after 6 weeks, just like we all predicted. Yeah, I predicted that. Did you predict that? I know I did. I did predict, in fact, hold on. Let me pull it up. Let me get, hold on. Let me pull something up here real quick. I think I did predict. Okay, yep, right here. Here we go. Where are you? Okay. Okay. As you guys can see, I got my PowerPoint here. Can you see the books? Hold on, let me zoom in. Let me zoom in a little. Oh, a little too much. Can you see? You can't. Damn it, you can't see it. Let me. How in the hell? Can you see? There, you can kind of see that. But, like, yeah, I had him beating the Falcons. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, maybe I did predict him going 6-0. Okay, that aged like fine wine. Where's? Because again, we're being honest here. Look at this one. Look at this stinky prediction. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, lost to the. Here, this is bugging me. Here, I'll just extend it for you guys. There we go. There. 1, 2. They just played the Cardinals. So yeah, up until this point, I had them sitting at 2 and 4, and then the Buccaneers, I had sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-0. But then losing to the Lions, losing to the Bills, losing to, like, cause I remember, if I'm not mistaken, I think, oh no, damn it, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do this. Hold on. So we can keep looking at memes. I believe I said, like, there's no way that the Bucks, because win at home, so win on the road, so win at home, so win. Like, I just didn't see the Bucks getting to 10-0. Where, 6-0, 7-0, 8-0, 9-0, 10-0, and having their 10th win being week 11. So, all right, that's enough of that. That's just a little proof of that. Okay, what else? What else do we got? You killed the man, but not the idea. Hey, all I'm saying is we got the Call of Duty allegations. How is Battlefield any different? Damn it, I can't do that because it freaking falls. See, I gotta fix my stupid headphones. They're barely sitting on top of my head as it is. Just checking to see if y'all still them boys. Yep, negative. 3 and out. That's so funny. Maybe Justin, I'm old. Oh shit.
Special teams unit.
The fourth down on their own side of the 50. Oh, that's funny. Shit, no. Oh, yuck. In 2022, the Jets were 5-2. Who the hell? No. There's no way. Who the hell was on their team? Who was their quarterback? 2022, right? The Jets sat at 5-2 at one point in the season, and then finished the season 7-10. 7-10. Who? What? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Zach Wilson was their quarterback. Okay, because I was like, who the hell was their quarterback? It was Zach Wilson. How that? See, that's how easily forgettable, and how. Oh, Flacco is on. I'm like 2022. How the hell is Flacco the? It's because Flacco's on the Jets. Oh my gosh, they were 7-4. They were 7-4, then proceeded to lose 6 straight games. How the hell do I not remember this? Oh, was this when yes, White, Wilson, White, Flacco. Yes, these names do sound familiar. Yes, these names sound familiar. Because White came in. Yes. Okay. What an unserious team. Yep, put it on the weather channel.
10th play of the drive. Rodgers.
I'm gonna get copyright claimed for that son of a bitch. Reminder that Aaron Glenn and the New York Jets flew Aaron Rodgers from California to New York to tell him in a 5-minute meeting that they were going in a different direction, and proceeded to sign Justin Fields. Yeah, my fucking ass, bro. The Unk. Hey, Unk still got it. Let the media hate, man. Let the media freaking hate Rodgers and Metcalf and Ramsey and TJ and all the old heads at the Steelers, because I think the average age is 34 or 35. Like, they're up there. Go figure that the Steelers have the oldest average age of players, and the Pittsburgh Penguins as well. Must be a Pittsburgh Steel City blue collar, type thing, lunch pail, city mentality kind of thing. But leave it up to the dude. Freaking, well, never mind. No, I wouldn't. Fetch the Steelers. Time to check in on how Cleveland Browns season going. Yeah. I will say this. Yep, Unk still got it. That's on the receiver. That's on the receiver. Like, this whole... Like, you're looking. Why aren't you looking? Like, you have a... You guys have crossing routes. Like, you're... If anything, that was a perfect ball. Because if he catches that, right? I should be on the quarterback. He catches that, he's walking in the end zone. But no. Weekly, he got that dog in him.
Oh, yes, he is. He fights through the sack.
To make the play, you make
Tua talking about a little Hail Mary for the
sure
win.
you have your defender. It's intercept.
Yep, I remember seeing this. Yep. Tua talking about all for the person responsible. I don't think it's all on Tua either. Like, I think... Like, I think there's parts of me. Oh shit, I am getting tired, people. Sorry. There's parts of me that think, like, maybe it's more than just Tua. Because, like, at the same time, we blame the reason why the Giants suck was because of Russell Wilson. When it's like, there's going to come a moment, too, where we love these two right now. And they deserve it. They've gotten 2 huge wins this season. But, like, how long is that success going to sustain itself and last? This is Cam Skedaboo. He's slow, not agile, small, and will probably average a career 3 yards per carry. But he will willingly give himself CTE on every touch he gets. Yes, I remember seeing this video before the Cincinnati game. Fun fact, nobody wants to talk about it. They lost this game. But nobody talks about that, which it's okay. Because this is when, this was after that Utah game. After they won the Utah game, that's when they went on that run. But, yeah. 32 NFL teams watch Cam Skedaboo do this and decide, go look at my videos. I thought this dude was going to be the first running. I was given bias. I was given ASU bias. I thought he was going to be the first running back off the board. I thought it was either going to be him or, well, actually, I knew it was going to be Ashton Jeanty. We knew Ashton Jeanty was going to go to the Raiders because at the time with the news cycle, the Sun was talking about how you need to get Ashton Jeanty. So we kind of knew writing was on the wall that he was going to be drafted there, but what am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? But the second running back, I personally had Skedaboo. Because I thought it was either going to be Skedaboo or one of the running backs out of Ohio State. Yeah, go look at the videos. I've made videos on it. Russell Wilson doing anything he can to do to stay on the team. That's kind of sad. Not gonna lie. Glorified cheerleader. That's so mean.
And then there's moments where they have busts. And this
Crazy how this wasn't even the worst throw from a Philadelphia player Thursday night. That was a good ball. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, he's going in. It's half and half. Half and half. Half and half. When was the last time? Whoops.
Let's go.
Won't you fly? Free bird, yeah. That's how the white man runs the football. Well, you ain't on D, are you, bitch? Yeah, that. How many backflips has he done at MetLife? Oh shit. 5 touchdowns. Jackson Dara high-five the official who wrote the touchdown short. Yeah, they do. Okay, I was like, no, they don't. Yeah, they do. 1-5, 2-4.
Oh,
They did it again.
that's what they.
They're never gonna call it. For the rest of the year. They're never gonna call it. Let's just. I don't want to watch that. Game's been over for 3 days. Stadium's completely empty, and yet Chris Jones is still standing there, waiting. Yeah, the. Oh shit. The final transition and play sequence of that was. Probably gonna get a copyright claim for that. Do you know how bad you have to be for a team to call a Cleveland Browns quarterback to replace you? It's Joe Flacco, though. Hey, you know what's funny? I thought about making a meme. I thought about making a meme on just posting a photo of Joe Flacco in a Ravens jersey, with just the caption, "The Ravens have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever," because I mean, Cooper Rush isn't going to get you wins if Lamar is going to continue to sit out or something, or if like the injury is going to still prolong a little bit longer than expected. So I thought about making a meme on that, but he's on the Bengals already, so it's not going to happen. Yeah. Yep. Finally, an appropriate amount of popcorn. It's not popcorn. That's pretty funny. Just 5 games into the season behind the Chargers offensive line, and Justin Herbert looks dead inside. Yo. That's actually pretty funny. Wait, what? Every single one of the Giants' losses is theirs. Every single one of the Giants' losses this season have come as the first win for their previous winless opponent. Patriots had one. True. True. No. True. Patriots lost to the freaking Raiders. And I'm telling you right now, like, if the Patriots continue to improve, we've already forgot it now. 6 weeks into it, where week 1, Patriots lost to the Raiders. We've already forgot it. Yes. Did the Chiefs start 0-2? Yes, because Chargers and Eagles. Yeah. Going from doing this to being 1-4 is insane. No, it. Yeah. You want to know what's funny too? Is this might be the best game for the whole year. This really might have been the best game of the year. Because with just how good it is, it's hard to compare and it's hard to see unless the Buccaneers and the Lions show up and we have a dandy. Unless when, gosh, what other? We've been looking at this screen for a while. Let me change this screen. NFL schedule. Like unless when the unless the Buccaneers or the Falcons or Packers Steelers. Yeah, like it I don't know who could. I don't know. Wait, what? Really?
Vita Vea with their covering.
Bunny.
What the hell is Bad Bunny sing? I would know what.
I don't know any songs myself.
He's right.
30 seconds left.
Let me guess. Yep, right in the. Yep. Something's happened to Hollywood too. Hollywood's not. I'd put that on Hollywood. Hang it in the Louvre. Yeah. All right, people. Dude, I am putting 40-year-old Joe Buck behind the Bengals offense as a full-blown elder abuse. Well, I don't think Jameis Winston would have been that much better. I would have taken Kirk Cousins. It's just me. You know, and they probably asked for Kirk Cousins, and Kirk probably said no. Just like I was saying.
Just like he's as I was, and we talked about the challenge ahead to get ready for the Chargers, and.
When you. We'll end it there, people. I'm tired. I'm super uber duper tired. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. Let's go to the let's go to the shorts end. We'll skedaddle first on this side. Oh damn, we had a lot of views up in here. We had a lot of... Ooh! From Sammy, is losing to the Saints worse than losing to the Jets? Yes. Because the Saints should have Saints should only win like 2 games this year. 15-year pensions, in fantasy this week. Tampa is the best team ever. So here, I thought they'd get a tough pick. Longhorns can win 1,000 times. They'll never stop the pain that Baker Mayfield made them feel. Oh yeah, rent free. He said it himself, rent free. All right, people. Oh, and then in the polls, sorry, in the polls, best win today. I asked you guys who had the best win today. With 43%, we have the Dodgers and the Falcons tied for the best win today. I do think the Dodgers taking a 1-0 series lead definitely puts that series into perspective, because now they have all momentum. And then the Falcons sneaking one out and beating Josh Allen and forcing a couple handful of turnovers and winning one, getting to a positive record. Yeah, pretty big win for both of them. All right, people, on the shorts end, we are going to end the stream here. So I'll peace out. See you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Booyah. Dismiss that. It's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute since we've done all these. Okay, let me get everything all queued up and ready to go here. And that there. Okay, people. All right, we're gonna end the stream here. But I thank you guys for hanging out. We gained 3 subscribers, so thank you guys for that. Yeah, we covered all things. Did a little bit of football, a little bit of baseball, a little bit of college football, a little bit of memes too. Hung out with you guys. I know it's late. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.